Hey, I'm GT, and welcome to the Stuff You Should Think About podcast, where I take interesting things you should think about and I break them down in just a few minutes. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how Hell's Angels works. Operating beneath the outward image of counterculture, rebellion, and brotherhood, the Hell's Angels Motorcycle Club functions with a higher degree of corporate-like structure, strict protocols, and codified governance. Established in Fontana, California in 1948, the organization has evolved from a local association of motorcycle enthusiasts into a global syndicate with chapters spanning dozens of countries. Understanding the mechanics of the Hells Angels requires examining its organizational hierarchy, admission process, financial operations, and internal discipline, all of which ensure its enduring longevity and operational security. At the apex of the organization is the mother chapter, traditionally located in California, which holds ultimately the highest authority over the club's global operations, trademarks, and charter approvals. Beneath this level, individual chapters operate with a degree of local autonomy while strictly adhering to the club's global constitution. Each chapter maintains a standard executive board consisting of a president, a vice president, a secretary or treasurer, and a sergeant at arms. The president directs chapter affairs and represents the group externally. The vice president assists and assumes command in the president's absence, and the secretary manages administrative records and communications. The treasurer oversees chapter finances, dues, and business ventures, while the sergeant at arms enforces internal discipline, physical security, and adherence to club bylaws. Membership within the Hells Angels is not easily attained. It is protracted multi-stage process designed to vet potential recruits thoroughly and minimize the risk of law enforcement infiltration or internal betrayal. An individual must first be sponsored by a full patch member known as a hangaround, during which time they are evaluated for loyalty, temperament, and usefulness to the club. If approved by a unanimous vote of the chapter, the candidate becomes a prospect, a status that can last for several years. During this probationary period, prospects perform menial labor for full members, such as guarding motorcycles, running errands, and maintaining clubhouse facilities, while demonstrating absolute obedience. Only after surviving the rigorous vetting and receiving another unanimous vote can a prospect be patched, earning the right to wear the club's coveted Death Head logo. Financially, the club operates through a combination of mandatory member dues, merchandise sales, and various business enterprises. Members pay regular fees to cover clubhouse maintenance, legal defense funds, and administrative costs. Additionally, the club aggressively protects its intellectual property, specifically its name and wing skull insignia. Though the corporate entity Big Red Machine, by trademarking these symbols, the organization derives substantial revenue from authorized apparel and merchandise, while simultaneously utilizing copyright and trademark law to litigate against unauthorized use. Internal discipline within the Hells Angels is absolute and enforced without hesitation. The organization operates under a rigid legalistic framework where bylaws dictate everything from meeting attendance to the proper manner of addressing senior members. Infractions are addressed through internal tribunals, resulting in punishments ranging from heavy fines and loss of privileges to physical assault or good standing. expulsion, which revokes all club affiliation. This strict adherence to internal rules has allowed the Hells Angels to persist for over 7 decades, maintaining a structured, disciplined environment that continues to fascinate criminologists, sociologists, and law enforcement agencies worldwide. Thanks for tuning in to the Stuff You Should Think About. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a comment wherever you listen to the podcast, and don't forget to follow the show. It really helps the podcast grow.